All right, guys, we're back. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy CMB checking in. And look here, man, I want to talk about Chuck Norris and I want to talk about politics. This needs to be said. This really needs to be said. Now, you guys know politics right now are more dividing than ever. You know, you have families who stop talking to each other because of politics. You have friendships that have ended because of politics. You have people at the job fighting because of politics. And I think, you know, throughout the years, it's gotten worse. And I think social media helps to push this great divide between people. And here's the thing. You guys know Chuck Norris, the icon. He recently passed away. I did do a tribute video on there, and I talked about how I really admire Chuck Norris. I was a fan of his work, especially his early work back in the 70s and the early 80s. And I was a big fan of martial arts. I really love watching those type of movies. And he was a guy that I looked up to. I would say that growing up. I really looked up to Chuck Norris. And here's the thing, I don't share the same political views as Chuck Norris. But even though I don't share his political views, that doesn't stop me from knowing that he's a great man. He's done a lot of great things. He's helped a lot of people. He's inspired a lot of people. I can separate that from, my thoughts of him on, because of his political views. And you guys see that the thumbnail there, that's what Variety had to say about Chuck Norris, after he passed. And my thing is this, and I don't want to make this about left versus right. I don't want to say that the left's any better than the right, because, it happens on both sides when tragedies like this take place. We use things like this to divide people based on what that person's politics was like when they were alive. And my question is, whatever happened to us just being human beings, man, just decent human beings when people pass away? Why can't we just, show some empathy for once in a while? Why do we have to bring up people's politics and try to tarnish their name to get political points? I just don't understand that. Why does it have to be that way? Why can't we just be respectful as human beings? Because that's what we all want. We all want to be respected. We don't want, to be insulted. So why do we have to do this? Why does it always come to this? And this man has family out there. He has family out there. And this is what we do. And I just think, it's a tragedy, man, for stuff like this to take place. And like I said, I don't agree with his politics, but I don't let that get in the way of me knowing that he's a great man. And I'm always going to say he's a great man. Like I said, he's touched a lot of people. He's done a lot of great things. And I just wish for once we could get past, the political shit. Anyway, I just wanted to come on here and say that. It was on my heart to say that. We just don't have any, I don't know, what is going on with people? What is going on with people today? Anyway, you guys let me know how you feel about it in the comment section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.